It tremble. Will he perform when he has money right in front of him? Run up on that boy, right in front of him. I just tapped his shoulder so I know that he is touchable. And then I turned him to a pre-K and eating Lunchables. And as you know, it's unrefundable. When you should never feel uncomfortable. Don't waste any time, bro. Just do the job right, or you are surely going. Go knock on some wood, but I just feel I did incredible. How many? I don't know, but more than several. I know a lot of demons. I can summon any one of them. As if they were cuddling.
Ash, not one chair?
I don't do chairs.
So what about your guests? We all just gonna stand, stare at you?
Guests? No. Did you come in here to drag me from my office decor, or do you want to prep for Top Takes Daily?
Let's prep.
Great. All right.
Yeah.
So obviously what Shep said was beyond the pale, but you've already been memed to death on social media, so it's not like it's going anywhere.
You know what, Ash, the more and more I
soon.
think about Shep right now, the angrier I'm getting, so I'd rather not talk about this.
Okay, be that as it may, you will have to talk about it, and
Mila?
you can't
You spoke about Mila on
lose your
TV?
cool on national
I
television.
don't care about TV. That is not cool.
I'm sorry. Do you think that this is a prestige TV show? They're going to ask you about it. You're going to talk about it. And you're going to...
What you got there, Ashley? Huh?
Bunch of hopefuls.
Okay.
Trying to ride your coattails.
And,
And here he is.
MP, my name is Jocelyn Davies, executive producer for Top Takes Daily. So nice to meet you.
it's a pleasure to meet you as well.
As I was telling Jocelyn earlier, we are open to any discussion involving one Shep Owens, but we do expect those questions to be respectful. And if you wish to move on quickly from any given question, we expect that desire to be honored.
And as I was just explaining to Miss St. Germain, this is a reputable program on a billion-dollar network. We take procedures and standards very seriously and will, of course, treat MP
No
with
snacks in the dressing room.
Oh, my gosh. I will take care of
Second day this week.
it. Got it.
Yeah.
It's done.
Chips,
billion-dollar
cookies,
network.
crackers, popcorn.
Got
I'm
it.
not
Got
asking
it.
for
Thank
much.
you so much. 60 seconds.
Thank you.
Very reputable.
That's Stan right there.
Will, of course, treat MP with the utmost respect and professionalism at all times.
Will you guys have snacks?
Oh, yeah, we got snacks.
Hey, and I'm good. Let's do it.
Jocelyn, I mean it. Okay? This is not the day for Kendrick to try to go viral over anything. Are we clear?
Ash, like, loosen up a little bit. I can handle Perkins. That's no problem.
See? MP's a big boy. He can take care of himself.
Oh, of that I'm sure. But I can take care of myself. Okay, let's not forget that.
Okay. You ready to head a set now?
Yeah.
Let's head over. Everyone, I'd like to introduce MP.
Hey, how's it going? Sam Woods. Big fan. Nice to meet you.
Thanks, man.
Of course, you know JJ
My guy. Good to see you.
and Kendrick.
Hey, what's going on, superstar?
Awkward. All right, you're going to sit right here adjacent to me. Thanks.
All right, places, everyone.
All right, everybody. We're going live. Thanks for coming on the show. Here we go.
Anytime.
Just follow my video. 4, 3. And welcome back to Top Takes Daily. And for our next segment, we are joined live in studio by the guy everybody is talking about, our very special guest, MP. Welcome to the program.
My man, thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Now, I know this might be a sensitive subject, but I just want to get right into it. We all saw what happened on draft night.
Yeah.
But We haven't heard your side of the story. So I'm wondering, how does it feel to be on the receiving end of a mixed reaction like that on what should be the most enjoyable night of your life?
That just comes with the territory, you know? Like, we make a lot of money, and it's all because of those passionate fans out there. Night in and night out, coming into the games and showing their support. It's because of them. You know what I'm saying? And yes, the fans are free to express their feelings however way they want, but it don't matter to me.
I mean, are we serious right now? Listen, MP, with all due respect, do you expect us to believe that? If I'm my own so-called fans were booing me, that wouldn't sit right with me at all.
Yo, Kendrick, my man, it doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know in the long run, people will come around and, see what I'm all about. You know, and that's just giving everything that I got to this game. You know, not only to the team, but to this city, man. You know, it's my job. Proving my worth to these fans is my job. You know, so I know right now they may be booing, but soon enough they're gonna be cheering for me.
MP, let's stay with the draft for a moment. A big part of the reaction to your selection was the fact that Shep Owens, your biggest rival, was still on the draft board.
That's right.
But a lot of people think he has the higher upside due to his athleticism and the fact that he has loads of untapped potential as a relative newcomer to this game, whereas you've been trying to work on your skill set for the last decade plus. How would you respond to people who think you've got the higher floor but the lower ceiling?
I mean, look, Shep would be a great track and field player. I mean, all you gotta do is run fast, jump high, and you get a medal. You feel me what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, but if you wanna be the best hoop in the world, you gotta shoot, you gotta defend, you gotta think at a high level, and Shep does not do that.
Oh, shots fired.
It's the truth.
Perk, you know I've been in MP's corner the whole time. But
Somewhat.
You don't think... Come on now.
Come on, man.
You don't think Shep can learn those things?
JJ, man, honestly, I really don't. I really don't, man. I've been working on my craft for years, for decades at that. And my results speak for themselves in both wins and losses. I mean, what has Shep done so far? Other than filming his little reality TV show and going around shopping for chains, he ain't done nothing.
It's a good show.
Come on, man.
It's more entertaining than his game.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But, me, I'm a student of the game. I've watched plenty of tape on this guy, and he just doesn't think on a high level, and he doesn't make game-winning plays. Simply put, not like I do at least. You can dunk from the free throw line, you can win the dunk trophy, whatever, but those guys winning that dunk trophy aren't the same guys winning a Larry O'Brien at the end of the season. And that's just facts.
MP, we keep it real on here. I gotta ask you, man to man, how do you respond to Shep Owens calling you out on his reality show?
Oh, wow.
This dude took shots at you. He took shots at your family. He even took shots at your girl. What do you say to something like that?
I'm going to say this as calmly as possible. Because at the end of the day, it's disappointing to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, basketball is a place where you express joy. Yeah, I want to beat my opponent, don't get me wrong. So in the heat of the moment, words do get exchanged. But to talk about another man's family? Like, fam, I'm embarrassed for him. My man has a lot of growing up to do.
Well, what I want to know and we want to know, the next time you two meet, are you going to exchange words? Are y'all going to exchange words?
I don't know. But I'm sure there's going to be a discussion, that I can promise you. I'm not expecting him to change his stripes. He is who he is. So when someone shows you who they are, you believe them. That's it. That's what my parents told me, and that's just how I live.
Well, this has been unforgettable, and I'd love to continue this conversation, but unfortunately, we are out of time. MP, thank you for joining us.
Wait, so that's it?
It's been a real pleasure. Yeah, and then we got to wrap things up, but you have been a tremendous sport, and we really appreciate you answering the tough questions. We wish you all the best, you and your family and your girl. Coming up next, we talk early season
got jokes,
contenders and pretenders. But first, this commercial break.
Welcome to Season 4 in My Team.
Tip off the new season at level 1 with a free agent DeMar DeRozan card. Then start your grind to level 40.
Because if you can make your way all the way to the top, you'll earn the high-flying, rim-rocking All-Star, Galaxy Opal, Zach LaVine.
Also in Season 4, Lunar New Year. For the first 2 weeks of the season, there's new cards available featuring players born in the year of the rabbit.
And speaking of new cards, we are stoked for the new
Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each...
Substitution. We'll go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Christian Wood. McGee comes in for Finney Smith. Green's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Kemba Walker in for Dinwiddie. On the court for Memphis, they've got MP. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Xavier Tillman, and it's Aldama in at the 4.
attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
And the basket by Aldama.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Outside Walker. MP against Green. Back to Walker. 6 on the shot clock. They double team Walker. Green for 3. Kept alive. Powell. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Memphis has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. And they double up MP. And there's a 3-second violation. For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Pass to Green. Powell passes to Walker. From outside the arc. Second chance effort. And it's laid up and in by Green.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
To the inside. MP shot is good. And watching the 18th pick of the draft, MP, there was a lot of debate as to where he could get selected.
Yeah, there was a lot of film on MP, but not a real sense of his role. Teams like his intangibles, but weren't sure if the upside of taking him in the first round was there.
Back to Green for 3. Here's McGee, and McGee with the stuff.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
To the middle. MP shot is off.
Memphis foul. Number 10. Third personal foul. Third team foul. Checking in for the Grizzlies, Brandon Clark.
Doncic outside. Oh, he got it! Oh, he got it to go at the buzzer!
Wow.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 1.
Substitution
for Dallas. McGee comes in for Christian Wood, and Doncic has subbed in for Walker. So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Aldama's checked in for Clark. MP comes in for Brooks. Conchar, he's checked in for Bain, and it's Jones in for Moran.
good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here. You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
Manning the backcourt, it'll be Doncic and Dinwiddie. JaVale McGee out there with Dwight Powell. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here's McGee. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Making his presence known with that swat. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Tillman's checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Off the inbound. And the bucket is good from McGee in deep. McGee's got 8, and you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
Yeah, so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them. And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
2 points. That one goes. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
Using that change of pace off the dribble, Doncic gets the shots he wants.
Down low. And the basket by MP. Hey, you look at the numbers that MP has been putting up. It's hard to believe that fans still would have preferred Shep Owens in the draft.
I know. I mean, I guess everyone is entitled to their opinion, but MP has shown he's at least worth the 18th pick. Fans can't ignore the numbers he's putting up forever.
Memphis trailing here. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Jones. Pass to MP. The jump hook. Rebounded by Green. It's Powell on the wing. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. And the first season matchup for them against the Mavericks this year.
Last year, this team got the better of them in the season series, so they're looking to correct that.
And so it's Dallas with a 6-point.
The Grizzlies, 38.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team with some changes. Powell, he's checked in for Finney Smith. And Green is subbed in for Hardaway. Clark is checked in for Memphis. MP comes in for Brooks.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Whoa, a drive like that is the kind of play that can shift the entire outcome of a close game like this one.
On the court for the Grizzlies. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. MP is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Adams in at the center position, locking down the middle.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
The Mavericks making a switch here. McGee's checked in. Well, Richard, you had a long playing career. When you think of the great leaders you were around, what are some of the common threads?
I think one of the common threads are the guys that work the hardest expect the most from their teammates. That's something that I've always seen be very, very consistent with leaders, because leaders, especially leaders of men in professional sports, you have to lead by example.
Stolen by Dinwiddie. Here's Doncic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Tyus Jones.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of the few guys in that category.
That's good from Doncic.
And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
Both good from the line that time. And the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense, Grant.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease.
The Mavericks trailing. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Mavericks this season trying to build a title contender around Luka Doncic, but not a lot of luxury tax laid over him. Luka said, quote, I trust them. Whatever move they make, I have great teammates, and we're playing great basketball. Ryan?
Well, no one wants to see Luka in the playoffs, Allie. Thanks for that.
Luka.
That's good from Doncic.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. And it's tied up with that one. But with Memphis' 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round. And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for Conchar. Dinwiddie passes to Doncic. Oh, MP with a block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Woods checked in for the Mavericks. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well.